like 3 days late and probably $16 short. Content note, fucking newsletter, yo. You're outside of time and space with Palm Swipes After, a dizzy dog of the latest episode of Mom Swipes Left. An already pickled podcast with two middle aged women whose Riz was lost at mocktails. This is episode 117 about MSL episode 255. I'm your host, Pomme de Terre. Enjoy. I give this episode 20 out of 19 Jimmy Buffett shark heads. I don't know if it was because I was suffering withdrawal from the past 2 weeks, but there was just something about this week's episode that I loved, mostly because it was just Jen and Carol riffing on the hard hitting issues of our times, like who's dead and not, what words only the young people can get away with not saying anymore, and all the pastas. Started right off with, I don't know, I guess this was a grievance with Rue for being dizzy, but I appreciated that we learned that Jenny's first stage of grief is to cancel the Chewy order. As I was saying, deaths of 2023 uh, unveiled an opportunity for one of my greatest joys in life, which is Jen's name dyslexia. Starting right off with the fact that no, Matthew Perry is not Luke Perry, nor is he Tyler Perry, nor Perry Como, who died a very long time ago. But maybe he's Perry Farrell, who looks like he's been dead for years. Something about Cher. I don't remember. I know Jen doesn't like her as a singer, but look, Moonstruck was 1987. That is in your wheelhouse. And you know who else is in Moonstruck? Nicolas Cage before he was Nicolas Cage. That's worth seeing in and of itself. Nick Cage is a good transition to Lisa Marie Presley, his ex wife, who died but is not Dana Plato, nor was Morton Downey Jr., Robert Downey Jr.'s father. That makes absolutely no sense. This is an important one, especially when you're going to go around proclaiming that you know the lesbians. David Crosby spermed Melissa Etheridge, not Bonnie Raitt, who is not gay. This is my own name dyslexia, but I was impressed that you knew who Norman Lear was and didn't think he was Norman Mailer, because that's what I always confuse. The band nerd words, I don't really give a shit because I don't understand anything that the kids say. I was curious about content note tranny. Can mechanics still say you're gonna need a new tranny if your transmission breaks down? I bet they will. So much pasta talk. Yeah, I didn't know a lot of these pastas existed. Digitalini, nope. First for me. I enjoyed the fact that to Jen, any sort of what I think of as a tube or a straw is a long spaghetti hole. I think of it as a conduit to deliver sauce and cheese. Holes cannot do that. Tubes can. What was the raspberry tasting like Girl Scout pussy? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry. They were upset about Good Humor's toasted almond bars going away. I have to admit, I have always preferred strawberry shortcake. Didn't realize it until now, but probably because it tastes more like Girl Scout pussy. I'm curious about buckwheat being in, if it'll be out again as soon as every time somebody talks about having buckwheat, they say, "Oh, Tay." Should have said content note there, because that's probably traumatizing for somebody. Oh, I looked up a little bit about Samoas and caramel delights. It is surprising that Samoas came back, but I think it was and is still a matter of the regional bakeries that make all Girl Scout cookies. That's what it was. There was some Girl Scout cookie with raspberry that they got rid of. But there are like two factories in the whole world that make Girl Scout cookies, and they have slightly different names for the same recipes. So that's how you get a Samoa in part of the country and a caramel delight in another part. Probably even a caramel delight in some parts. From whence I live. Where's my damn camera? Oh, so long. Bye.